Okay. So I guess we're rolling then. I suppose it's now time to get on with some new content, but I might as well clear things up really quickly that it's been over a month since I last did anything Hot Wheels Hilarity related. I know I've got layout shoutouts and colossal clashes on the line, but for right now, we're going to try something a little bit different. I might as well go on ahead and bring you Hot Wheels Hilarity Do It Yourself, pretty much. So, I'm going to cue in the intro right away. A pleasure to meet all at last, and well, here we are again with Hot Wheels Hilarity, and well, it's now time that we try something new after such a while of trying some of the same stuff. We have the mainline series, layout shoutouts, colossal clashes, and also, well, we had special delivery, pretty much. But those are pretty much no more, unfortunately, so layout shoutouts and colossal clashes are probably going to be only a bit of a, well, occasional thing, while the mainline series is certainly going to be the main thing that goes on for a while. But I might as well go on ahead and introduce a new subject out here known as Hot Wheels Hilarity D.I.Y. Yeah, as simple as it sounds, it's basically what I can pretty much come up with for this exact occasion. And what's it exactly going to be about? Well, as it turns out, I got myself a bit of a common problem that's happened over the course of all 5 of the current running mainline series seasons themselves. And that is of course where some taller vehicles or larger vehicles end up getting stuck in the kicker loops. It's happened more times than not, pretty much. So with that in mind, let's go ahead and try to fix that problem. Because truthfully, I would like to see some of these larger vehicles do better on different layouts that I construct. So, let's go ahead and cue on to the process that is fixing this problem. Alright, so we got ourselves a kicker loop, which you might have seen in a ton of episodes of the mainline series, plus some of the others. We got ourselves, wow, a serrated blade. I'll get to that in a moment. A few pieces of straight track, and well, a couple of models that I picked out that especially cannot seem to do very well when handling a kicker loop. And I'll go ahead and simply demonstrate by first showing off Cabin Fever, which simply put does something like this. Yeah, you're probably very familiar with that. So the thing is, this is a model that just cannot be done on kicker loops. Here's an older model, Gulch Stepper. Yeah, has the same problem pretty much. Finally, here's the 2020 Jeep Gladiator. Oh, okay, I guess I might have jinxed it. Well, it didn't really do so good on the loops before then, so I guess it does now. So, at this point, consider the Jeep Gladiator to be a maybe when it comes to kicker loop encounters. Well, just one more time, I'll probably just have it sent through just to confirm. Well, okay, looks like it's doing pretty good. So, I don't know about you, but it's mostly this part over here that tends to get caught in it. I guess it's a very slim chance that that happens, so I'm just going to set it off to the side here. So, Gulch Stepper and Cabin Fever are pretty much the ones that just cannot seem to do very well in a kicker loop no matter what. So, let's go ahead and take the straight pieces off right here, because now's the time to do a little modification on there. Because, wow. If you take a look at the loop itself, you notice this little lip right here, this little piece of the corner. That's basically what usually causes some of these vehicles to get stuck, and that's typically because of this whole thing right here. So what I figured out is, well, we just simply cut off this little piece of extra plastic, and that should hopefully work things out. And that's kind of why I have a serrated blade here, because, well, Looks like we got that. This we'll just try and cut off a little bit more if I can. Alright. Get all this extra crap out of here. Alright. Now, as you can see, it kind of slices cleanly through this corner, but it could probably use sanding work. Don't really have the tools to get that through right now, but this is of course just a bit of an experiment that I'm trying to pull off here, just to ensure that a kicker loop can actually register some of these larger sized or taller vehicles, because after all, it doesn't really seem fair for some of these vehicles to not necessarily get a good fair advantage through here. So let's see what we got. Well, what do you know? Looks like it works. Alright, so that was Gulch Stepper. Now it's time for Cabin Fever. Alright, looks like we've done it. So, those two are down there on the floor, and well, this thing's basically been modified, so now it can register all sorts of vehicles, and I feel like that's probably just going to cover it right now. So, that seems to pretty much be a good baseline on how things could probably go when it comes to modification on some of these pieces. But just for the record, this is probably not the only case that I've got when it comes to different parts and other modification projects of mine that I've gotten my hands on. So tune in for some more of this kind of stuff later on, because I do hope to make DIY a big series as well, just so I have some spare time to put together new Hot Wheels Hilarity projects. But there is actually going to be yet another Hot Wheels Hilarity related thing going on pretty soon as well, so be sure to stay tuned for that as well. And well, if you want to see more go down on my channel, then make sure that you like, subscribe, comment, follow me on social media, and stay on the Hollywood side.